Thank you, Tommy, and thank you for bringing up the topic of early intervention and screening. I'm actually on the board that was established, I think, around 2003 that deals with early identification. And I have some concerns. Oh, I'm sorry, let me introduce myself. I'm Dee Clanton. I'm the State Coordinator of Services for Deaf and Hard of Hearing Services in the Department of Education Division of Oak Rehab. We do have statistics in New Hampshire on the number of newborns who are identified with hearing loss. And I see struggles for those parents and for that process. I think there are about 13,000 babies born who initially don't pass the test, but then as the testing process becomes more sophisticated, about 70 babies are identified annually. And so that would give us, say, 700 babies born in the last 10 years who have been identified. But again, any numbers of those children or other children could have hearing loss that develops when they're 3 or 4 or 5 or 8 or 10 years old. So the numbers should be greater than that. I think that the information that's provided to parents is often very confusing. Parents get the information that ASL is not English, which is very scary to parents, rather than getting the information that ASL is a visual language. There is a program in New Hampshire, MICE, which is an early intervention program for children and families who have identified with hearing loss. And I think they do great work. It's very important, but not many of those families actually get a referral there. There's also funding in the state through Parent Information Center, PIC, and a very, very small amount of that money is granted to NDHHS, the Deaf Service Center that we've been talking about this evening, to provide sign language classes for those parents of those babies. But it's a very insufficient amount of money. On a national level, this is a very hot topic, and I think we need to pay more attention to it here in New Hampshire so that parents with newly identified children have more options and that there are more services for them.